Back, everybody. Have you ever wanted to discover the story of who you are, who you really are? Well, you are in luck because senior family researcher for Ancestry, Michelle Erkenbrack, is here to show us how we can. Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome. I'm so excited about this.
So
excited about this. So right out of the gate, what can people learn from the Ancestry DNA test that you get?
Yeah, so anyone that's wanted to know, who am I, where did I come from, where do I get, like my red hair, for example, I get asked that a lot. And the Ancestry DNA test can tell you what your ethnic breakdown is. So it tests your DNA compared to 26 regions across the globe. It's the largest consumer database in the world. We have more than 2.5 million people in our database. Wow. And honestly, it's a great place to start if you're just curious about where you came from.
Well, how accurate is it?
It's DNA. Right?
Okay, so it's 100%.
Absolutely.
Have you watched crime
Wow.
shows?
Yes, this is fascinating. Okay, the reason I'm asking is because Mark and I did this.
Yeah.
But could you show the audience at home how easy this test is to
Absolutely.
use?
So this is what the test looks like. So you get it in the mail, and it's just this little test tube.
That's it.
And it's a saliva sample.
Yeah.
So quick and painless. You mail this back to us in this little box, and in 6 to 8 weeks, you get your results online at Ancestry.com.
Okay. So Debbie and I did this. I was so excited. So we passed along our DNA. You guys got it. We didn't hear from you for a little bit. And ta-da, today we're going to learn about ourselves.
Yep.
Are we human?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Very much so.
Okay.
Good.
We're of this planet.
Yes,
Right.
That's good.
What else do we know?
So I'm going to start with you, Mark.
Gulp.
Now, you have really a lot of pride in your Iowa heritage.
Yep.
But you said that you didn't know a lot past that, right?
No, not really.
Okay, so we're going to pull up your DNA results right here. You are 69% Western European.
You have to sit back because it's my turn. Okay.
So 69% Western European. So that's this region right here, which is Germany, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. Here's something really interesting. Most natives from this region are only about 50% Western European ethnically. So what happened in Iowa was that ethnicity was preserved better in Iowa than it was in Germany. Isn't that so interesting?
Really?
Because you're 69% Western European.
Wow.
Yeah, fascinating.
So, okay, break down the rest of what
Yeah, so 11% Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal, which should be a surprise because as someone who has really deep German roots, there's another story here. That's one thing that's really interesting about DNA is what your recent history is and what you know and what the ancient ethnicity is could be two different things. And if you only kind of just go off the stories that you have, you're not getting the full story. You have some Spanish influence in your past that you wouldn't have known about had you not taken the test.
Señorita, sí.
I had an enchilada
Came very
today.
naturally, right? It's in your DNA.
It is in my DNA.
You're also Irish.
So now on St. Patrick's Day, you can say, kiss me, I'm 7% Irish.
7%.
Yeah.
And you're Russian.
Right.
Wow, that's...
So all kinds of really interesting things here.
You're Greek.
There's a little bit of Greek?
There's a little bit.
I knew I liked you, Mark.
Wow.
Guys, you could be family.
So,
we could be.
Well, what did we learn? I mean, okay, so this is what my DNA says.
Right.
Is there anything, like, once you have that, do you learn about...
His family? Did you learn about his family?
familia.
Yeah.
Mi familia.
Oh, right, exactly.
Okay.
So we did find some records because your family has been in Iowa for so long.
Wait, what kind of records? Like
We found
legal records?
family history records,
okay.
so censuses. We actually learned a lot about your second great-grandfather, and his name was Matthias Jaeger. Yes.
German.
So that's but that's on my mom's side. The Jaegers
it's
on my...
German,
Yeah.
right. So he was born in Saarland, Germany. So it's current-day Saarland, but it's actually a city called Metlock. And we have his marriage record to his wife, Margaret Locke, in Germany. So this is the record from Germany. They were married in 1836. So we have the original record in German. And then in 1869, he and his family immigrated to the United States through a place called Castle Garden. So before Ellis Island was a place, people immigrated through Castle Garden. And so this is an image of what it would have looked like when your ancestors came to America.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we have the passenger list of the boat that they came on. It was called the USS Paraguay. And this is them at the very bottom right here. So they came.
Is that their that's not their
Matthias
signature. That's
no.
somebody signing the name.
Right. So that's
Yeah.
a list that someone's created, but it's Matthias, his wife Margaret. This is their son, and then Dad came at 72 years old. Which, if you think in 1869, that would have been a week-long journey.
Journey across the ocean.
Right.
That would have been the equivalent of like 100 years old today.
Right.
At least,
He
yeah.
would have been very old. And he made that trip, and they later immigrated to Iowa. So here we have an 1870 census of them living in Dubuque County, Iowa, where he worked as a farmer. So this is the first record
Yeah.
of them in the United States.
This is fascinating.
Wow.
So we found a
You
lot.
got all of that from my saliva?
Yeah, no, not all.
Oh, okay.
So some of it. So the
That's our
DNA
starting, though.
is from the saliva, but then you can collaborate with people, find other cousins, and then you can do searches on Ancestry to find other family history records.
That is what an amazing revelation.
This is
Yeah. So it's neat to have those stories and to share them, especially with the holidays.
Well, what
being in full
about
swing.
Debbie?
Right. So Debbie, your parents are Greek.
Yes.
So you identify as Greek.
Yes.
Right. So if you had to guess what percentage Greek you were ethnically, what would you say?
I'd say 90 plus. There might be some Turkish in there because
Right.
my grandfather lived in Turkey. He was in Ankara and had
Okay.
to walk to Greece during the war. They kicked him
Okay.
out.
So let's pull up your DNA results.
Ooh, we're gonna see.
You are 56.
What? I'm not even Greek. What is this you tell me?
No, you are Greek.
Oh, but he's more German than I'm
He is.
Greek. Oh my gosh,
He
are you
is.
serious? This is from my DNA?
Yes.
Are we sure this
I'm
is real?
positive. And here's the thing that's fascinating. Again, what your recent identity, what you know, isn't the full story. And this is astounding to me because you are the 14% Caucasus. That's Turkey. So you do have Turkish
See, I
influence
thought
here.
I'd have some Turkish.
But I would have thought that you would have had a higher percentage of Turkish than Eastern Europe.
Well, Eastern Europe, what do you mean? Like
So,
Russia?
That's Poland, Romania. That's Eastern Europe. And so that is fascinating. There's a story there. And again, the DNA gives you pieces of the story that you wouldn't have had otherwise.